Enkanchiana.
Oh, you bet me I can. You wanted Ken Ofori Atta in person. Is it that our laws do not permit trial in absentia? Is it the case that all the documents that are presented to you by Ken Ofori Atta seem not to have, it does not meet your threshold? Is it also possible that OSP will elect to go through the process or the trial, and at the end of the day, if the court listens to you and upheld in your favor, the court declare, or the court will put him to a place that he is supposed to be put, rather than it appearing that the SP or the OSP is becoming a judge in his own court? Thank you.
Yes, I would also want to ask you a question. Is this the first time that someone in our country has been declared wanted? Is it? All the persons previously declared wanted before him, were they human? Or they were not human? He is the only human. There's nothing special about this. That is all I'm pointing at. There's nothing special. There's nothing secretive or esoteric about it. It is just a simple legal process. Law enforcement agency wants you, you show up. If you see the gentleman standing by you, if he comes to you to say that you are under arrest, and you do not go quietly with him, what will happen? He will enforce it. If he doesn't reduce the length of one of your your legs and hauls you along with him. That's all I'm saying. There's no choice about you responding to criminal law enforcement. See, this video conferencing. This is not a civil inquiry. This is not a taking of a deposition in some matter before which you are filing before a court or not. Mind you, we are still in the investigative stage. We haven't filed yet. So everything now is under the purview of the OSP. You get it? Before we go to court, if the court says some emissaries should be taken there to question him under the largesse of whichever authority in whatever jurisdiction he may be found, that's fine. But for us doing investigations, we need to find our criminal suspects. We cannot just sit here and treat things like you are the same person who will turn around and say, we are treating some harshly and we are sugarcoating others. For as far as we are concerned, Mr. Ofori Atta is not special. I will repeat. We investigated a former president. Have you forgotten? On 8 August 2024, I came right in this room and told Ghanaians our conclusions and our findings. A former president. He was served with the same processes. He showed up. I'll repeat again, much less a finance minister, a former finance minister. The OSP stands for this. We do not regard persons. We do not regard titles. We do not regard your station in life. Everyone is the same to us. As we have set the precedent of investigating a former president, no one is beyond our purview. Everyone is fair game if we think you are a suspect in a criminal inquiry. Trial in absentia. I indicated so, that we've triggered the processes for his enforced return back to the jurisdiction. By the time we are ready to go to court, he is still not here. We will file. If we commence the trial, he is still not here. We will commence the proceedings. He can choose to be there, wherever he is, if we haven't found him yet, if we have not enforced his appearance before us. See, criminal proceedings are not to be taken lightly. You respond to them. Even civil proceedings, If you fail to respond to civil proceedings, you will be sitting in your office or home one day and processes will be served on you that you've lost your house, just because you sat by and didn't respond. And criminal proceedings, now I'm beginning to feel as if I'm in a lecture hall at Legon. With criminal proceedings, you stand the specter of losing your freedom, of losing something valuable to you by way of a fine. And that is no proceeding to joke with. Can I go now? Which is? Oh, documents. Are we a judge in our own cause? We are looking for someone to apprehend, and you're asking whether we are judge in our own cause. If we are judge in our own cause, it means the law says we should be a judge in our own causes, but it cannot be the case. The law gives us the mandate to investigate suspected offenders. The law gives us the mandate copiously by spelling out our investigative powers. This is all we are doing. Mind you, we are performing a statutory function of investigations and likely prosecution. We haven't rendered any judgment on him, have we? Have we said he's guilty of one offense or the other? We haven't said that. We are only saying we have accommodated him enough, and we are not going to go further. He is now a wanted person again and a fugitive from justice. That's the last, right? Let me take the one who hasn't had a go. Yes, sir.
I'm Isaac Abila.
In your head, or not vigorously. What do you disagree with? Let's discuss.
I'm Isaac Abila with the EIB network, and my
EIB.
question.
Okay.
My question is: had Ken Ofori Atta duly communicated to the OSP at a reasonable time with the update on his alleged surgery date? How much more time would the OSP allotted to him beyond June 2?
Okay. So this is in theory. And in theory, let me answer. In theory, as I said, in practice, he sat by for about 67 days. When it became apparent to him that there will not be any surgical procedure in March, you sat down from 21 March through April, through May, then 28 May, 8 days before you are supposed to show up, you say, I'm on the verge of death, I can't show up, on your say-so. From the trajectory of events, from the timelines, from our conduct, it should be clear to everyone that we have been very indulgent and accommodating, even to attract the air of Ghanaians that we were treating him with kiss gloves, ally. I've heard talk. Mr. Boesiako is going through some private hell. And why is Mr. Ofori Atta being given such a leeway? That is not what prompts our actions. But I'm just saying, our conduct has been to the effect that if you, once again, let me say it in Twi, yemfa yare nya obi. So when the person communicates to you with evidence that he is unwell, that he is unable to travel, that he is unable to move, why do you insist that he must come on a specific date? But when he said to us that, on 20 and 21 March 2025, there will be a possible surgical intervention, then we carefully considered a recovery period after 21 March 2025. Give it 6 weeks, for instance. But we gave it 8 weeks. And we added more days to it, by which time you should have recovered. What prompted us to give such a leeway from 21 March? No, from 17 February, 18 February. What prompted us to give him that leeway all the way to 2nd June? It answers you. And so if you had communicated to us, and not in this bad faith way of communication, that indeed is unable to move, he is a travel risk, he is an invalid, we would have accommodated him. But this is utter bad faith. And we won't go on this trajectory again. That's the last one. He's been dying to ask his last question. Oh, they said prime time is over.